Hello YouTube land. Today I'm going to show you how to do an equilateral triangle, a right angle triangle, and an isosceles triangle in Openscad without using any complicated maths, and also to give you the ability to do rounded edge ones or rounded corner ones and pointy corner ones, mainly for the purposes of 3D printing. Is why you would want to do one with round edges or corners, whatever you want to call them. Probably split this up into 3 videos because it's going to take a fair bit of time for some of the others. So I'm going to create a bit of white space. Okay, we're going to put it in a module. So we'll do the right angled one first. Right, we'll just call it right triangle. Yeah. Alright, so here's our module. Now we're going to have several parameters. In your right hand triangle you've got your 2 side lengths. Third one's generated automatically. So we're going to have side 1, side 2. We want to have our radius of our corners. So let's call it corner radius. And of course the height of the triangle itself. So there's our module. Now, because we want to have this as because we want to be able to do rounded corners on it, we're going to do it by placing 3 cylinders in the right places. Should be pretty easy, and we'll just do a hull between them. So we create our triangle shape. So for our first one, the cylinder is going to sit right there, no problem, so we don't need to move it around. We do a very simple corner radius, and then the triangle height. Triangle height, there we go. Whoopsie. Okay, there is our little tiny cylinder. Now we should probably put some values in here. So for the triangle we want to generate, say 100 by 100. So it's all the way out there and all the way back down. I want a radius of say 5. It's reasonable. We'll do a height of 10. Okay, so there we are. Now, as you see, the center of the cylinder is sitting over that, and we're going to have an odd-shaped, odd-sized triangle. If we don't fix that, which we'll fix in a minute. Okay, now first thing we want to do, we want to put our next one in. We want to create another cylinder all the way over here. So we're going to go with side 1, of course, minus corner radius times 2. What you'll see in a second is it'll put in the right spot after we put another translate up there. course, corner radius again. Okay. Now, ideally what we want to see is the edge of this hitting that marker there, and the edge of this side hitting that against the 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift the entire thing by the corner radius. So we're going to shift it that way and that way. Not going anywhere else. Right, so here we go. Now we've got, that's butted up against that, that's against the 100, that's against that. So that is side 1. Now we want to do the same thing. We want to create another cylinder up there, and then the whole command will just wrap all that up, like clean wrap. So we want to translate 0 because we've already shifted it over. Side 2 minus corner radius times 2. Not going anywhere vertically, so there we go. And here's our next cylinder. There it is, up against the 100. So we now have, we've asked for a triangle that's 100 by 100 with a 5mm radius and 10mm high, which it is. So what we can do now is we can play with these figures a bit. 150. There you go. One right-angled triangle shape. It's 10mm high. Now, if you want to do pointy corners on it, all you need to do is reduce that to something really stupidly low. There we go. It's got tiny little corners on it. You can do this using the polygon point-to-point system. It works, but it'll only give you sharp corners. It's a bit more complicated. It probably processes a bit better than Hull does. But this is really just to show you how to do a triangle. There's also another command that you can do with the convexity that can make this entire thing into one line. But you've then got absolutely, unless you want to bring in a bit of trigonometry and work it out for yourself, it's not really all that useful. If you want any degree of accuracy, this is very, very simple. It's very simple. Yeah.